Hi everyone. One of my subscribers has asked me to do a video about old relationships, if there's a chance for reconciliation with an old flame. And this is what we're going to do today. This is, once again, pick a card reading. You're going to have 4 options to pick from. If you need time to relax and clear your mind, concentrate on the person you're thinking about. For some of us, it could be multiple people, so you can pick multiple cards if you want to. All right. So we're going to do card number 1, card number 2, number 3, and card number 4. You can pause the video if you have to make your choice. I'm going to continue on with the reading. I'm going to remove these 3. They're going to wait for their turn. Okay. Let's start with card number 1. So I'm looking at the cards over here. This is how the other person feels, and this is how you're feeling right now, where you guys are at, both. And then I'm going to do another tree over here that's going to talk about whether or not you have a possibility of a continuation of a relationship. I don't see this person being too concerned with the fact that they're no longer with you. I see that there was definitely a breakup. Perhaps there was another person involved in it as well. But right now, and if we're talking about a particular person, this would play out well if we're talking about a guy who is an earth sign. So it's Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Or somebody who is very down to earth, who's concerned about the materialistic aspects of life. Somebody who likes luxury, likes good food, likes comfortable home. In a way, they're almost kind of lazy. Not that they're lazy by default, but they'd rather, build a company, make everybody else work so they can sit on their butt and do nothing all day. So this would play out well if this is that kind of a person that we're talking about. I do see that right now, because I'm asking what's going on in their life, what's going on in your life. In their life, it seems like they're more concerned about their financial stability, something that has to do with work. It seems like there's a conflict at work that they're going through. Somebody that they depended on and counted on kind of almost stabbed them in the back when it comes to some sort of an agreement or business deal. And this is what their mind is pretty much preoccupied with. All I'm seeing here are pentacles, pentacles, pentacles. So this guy or person is more concerned about their financial stability, how to get out of the hole that they're in right now. I don't really see them thinking a lot about the relationship in the past. This is more of, yeah, I do miss this person, but right now I have more important things to take care of. such as, you know, life stability, financial stability, and stuff like this. You, on the other end, I don't even know where to begin. You're literally, I don't know, I'm trying to use softer terms here because this is obviously a general reading. But it seems like you just can't let go of that situation. Perhaps this was even a household. Perhaps this was even a marriage or a serious committed relationship that I'm seeing. It's like you're left hanging in between and you're almost unable to move. You know how some people, when they're in a relationship for a while and then all of a sudden it ends and you just don't know what to do with yourself, where to go, who to turn to, find a new meaning in life. And this is why I'm thinking this would be the most, I guess, effective way of describing it right now. A lot of uncertainty. I see the high priestess over here, and everything has just kind of moved in very suddenly on you. I'm not sure if you expected this breakup or if you were the cause of it. I don't believe so. I feel like this person was more solid about breaking it off with you. And you did have opportunities to be with other people, to date other people, but you're still kind of hanging on to this relationship. You don't want to let it go. At this point, I'm not even sure you want this, but this is like a luggage without a carriage, It's hard to carry and you don't want to throw it out. So, right now, I see that you're basically not doing anything, not going back to this person, not making any moves. You're kind of like sitting back and waiting to see what's going to happen. You don't really have any particular plans for the future. You don't really have much planned on your own. In a way, you're still kind of trying to decide what would be the best way to continue from this point on. I do see that perhaps there's some people around you who are almost advising you to get yourself together, to continue on, to live your own life, but it doesn't seem like you're listening to them that much. It seems like you're waiting for the situation to resolve on its own. So let's see if it will. Hmm. Unfortunately, I really don't see a happy ending to the situation. I see that if you haven't already gone through the breakup or through, uh, the cycle of separation, you still have to face it. Um, at the end of the day, you will be able to carry on. You will be able to leave the situation behind. It's kind of like in the saying, they stood in the storm, and when the wind did not blow them away, they adjusted their sails. So I see that there's still going to be some time for you to heal up, to get over the situation. And the cards are literally recommending that you do nothing, that you don't try to bring this person back. Don't try to date somebody else. Just do your own thing, concentrate on yourself right now. And after a while, things will turn around for you for the better. It's just gonna take time to get over this whole mess of a situation. I'm not sure if this person genuinely has any feelings for you. I'm just looking from just an overall picture. It seems like they're more concerned about, physical aspects in life, such as money and financial prosperity, something that only they will benefit from. It doesn't look like this person is a giver. On the other side, I see that you're a very gentle soul who's just stuck in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of a storm, basically. And right now you have to face it and, adjust your sails after a while. I think it will work out for you. Let me see. I'm going to pull up an advice card for you. Yeah, it's an inevitable breakup that you will have to get over at some point. And although it hurts like a knife in the heart, literally, you'll still be able to come to terms with it. You'll still be able to come out of this as a better person. Everything that we go through in this life is a lesson. And this situation, I would literally say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and you will come out of it as a much stronger individual, as a stronger person. And trust me, I don't see why would anybody be worth your time and your affection if they treat you like an ordinary person. If money, if, their own worth is so much more important to them than you are. So, all right, this is it for reading number 1. Okay, this is card number 2. I'm sorry about my dog. He's a very spoiled dog. He always demands something. Okay. So this is how they're feeling right now, and this is how you're feeling right now. And from what I'm seeing is that although they kind of feel that it's over, they still have hope that it's not the end yet. This would play out very well if you're a Queen of Cups, a water sign, or somebody with a very gentle attitude, very passionate, with lots of love to give. This would be you. Whoever this other person is, they fully realize that most likely they've messed up. And right now, I think this realization is making them sit and wait for the right opportunity to approach you. Maybe apologize, maybe really tell you about their feelings, because they are literally full of feelings right here. I see that if they will approach you, they want to approach you with their best intentions. They don't want to hide anything back. Um, if this was some sort of an argument, they're ready to come forward and apologize to you and make amends. So, from what I'm seeing over here, from how this other person is feeling, is that, yeah, they probably understand that they've messed up, royally messed up, and this was a total fiasco, but at the same time, they don't want to let you go yet. They want to continue a relationship with you. And I do see that they have pretty serious feelings towards you. Let's see. This is how you're feeling right now. This can play out in two different ways, and I'm going to tell you both of them. If this person in question is a King of Wands, a fire sign, then at this point you're thinking about, you're not sure if you want to invest any more of your energy and feelings into that past relationship, because I feel like you've given it all when it comes to emotions. This was a very emotional relationship for you. So you're kind of guarded and you're not sure if you want to continue to invest as much. If not, then the other way this can play out is that if you are already past this relationship, you're already in a relationship with somebody else, the King of Wands, then you're undecided. You're kind of stuck in a limbo. You don't know whether to come back to this person or continue a relationship with this guy, because I see this can play out in such a way that you already started something fresh, something new with a different person, and once again you're invested emotionally into that relationship, the new relationship, and then out of this blue your ex comes in and says, honey, I love you, let's start fresh. And now you're like, what am I going to do? Do I stay with this guy or do I come back to this guy? And this is basically what the cards are telling me right now. Lots of uncertainty on your end. It's like you're almost stuck making a decision and you're not sure what you should be doing. So let's see. I'm going to move these over a little. I need more space on my desk. This is my actual work desk, so I always have a lot of stuff on it. Okay, let's see. Well, if you do want to continue the old relationship, I can tell you that you'll have to give up something. Either a current relationship that you're in, or because there's two different ways, obviously, this can play out. If you're in a relationship with somebody else right now and you're considering going back to this person, then I would say that you'll have to sacrifice a lot. You'll have to sacrifice a lot, pretty much give up everything that you started here, give up on a possibility of having, I don't know how else to read this, but the cards are showing me that there is a possibility of marriage with children even. Finish this off, come back to this person, but at the same time, yes, you will achieve what you want, but there's always going to be an issue with almost like infidelity, and I'm not really sure on which end the infidelity is showing. Let me see. If this person has already been unfaithful to you, then I can say that it's going to happen in the future again. So if they messed up over here and they're coming back saying, I'm sorry, I'm never going to do it again, I wouldn't really trust them. So yes, you have an opportunity to be with this person, but just know that there is a possibility, there is a chance that this person may not be loyal in the future again. So make your decision. It's up to you. All right, this is it for reading number 2. All right, card number 3. All right, so what I can tell from these cards is that the relationship has not ended peacefully. Most likely there was an argument before the breakup. I also see that the breakup was initiated from your end. It seems that this person has some bad habits. I don't know how else to say it. Whether they like to drink too much, party too much, or do other substances, this can also play out in such way in this particular spread. I'm also seeing that he's or she's having a really hard time breaking away from the bad habits, and this might have been the cause of the breakup, or one of the causes. I'm seeing that at this moment, it's like they're trying to drown their sorrows and partying and going out with a bunch of people and try not to think about the emotional heartache that they are going through because of this breakup. To me, it seems like it was fairly recent, the ending of the relationship. And they're still hurting on my inside. They're still trying to get over it. I don't really see them being too happy with it. Um, I see that they're trying to forget about this whole thing or just piece themselves together because this breakup also affected them quite strongly by just, what's the saying? Drink till you forget. So this is what they're basically trying to do right now. You on the other end, you have an opportunity to be in a better place, to be in a happier place, but there's a lot of uncertainty in your life going on. You also feel the breakup. I see that either you went with somebody else or that person went with somebody else, but I see that it's very, very hard for both of you to get over this argument, this breakup that has happened. When this person is more of, let me just forget about this whole thing, I'm going to drink myself until I forget, you're more of kind of thinking about it over and over and over again, what has gone wrong, what could have been done differently to salvage it. So you're still kind of stuck on this, I see. At the same time, I see that you're moving, uh, not away, but in a way you're feeling that you're better off without this person. You feel like you can start something new, something fresh, something that would benefit you alone without this particular individual. So, piecing all of this together, I would say that one is extremely heartbroken. The other one doesn't really know whether they're heartbroken or not, but they definitely feel like they're either made the right decision or in a better place at this moment. So let's see. Is there an opportunity for you guys to reconcile? Well, I can tell you right now that if you are to meet right now and try to have a conversation, it's going to end up in a huge argument. You guys need time apart from what the cards are telling me to kind of get over this whole situation, to cool off in a way. And then after that, you can come to terms with each other and perhaps mend the relationship. There is definitely a possibility of a very passionate relationship in the future. I do see a lot of emotions in there. I can't really talk much about love. I don't really see that many cards that talk about purely emotional affection, but it's definitely coming across as, if two universes would collide, you would have a huge explosion in the space. This is how I would see this whole situation right here. There's definitely a possibility for reconciliation in the future, remember that. But if you want this to happen, both of you need to cool off. And like I said before, if you were to meet right now and to have, a discussion or perhaps talk about a continuation of a relationship, it's not going to end up well. Most likely, it's going to end up in a huge argument. There is a possibility this would play out well if you're a Queen of Cups, water sign, or somebody with very soft attitude, somebody who gives a lot emotionally, somebody who's loving and caring and very passionate. This would play out very well for you because I do see that the other person is definitely, after cooling off, after rethinking their strategy with you, they're going to come back, approach you, and ask you to start fresh. So, all right, this is it for reading number 3. This is card number 4. Okay. Start. Well, I see that the person, this is how they're feeling, and this is how you're feeling. I see that the person is definitely heartbroken. They feel like they lost something that was very important to them in their life. Through the Justice card, I might even say that this was a marriage that ended in a divorce for some. This might play out in that particular way. This person is shaken, heartbroken, but they're still standing on their feet, basically. I do see that they're really hoping to either start something fresh or maybe hope there's a chance for reconciliation. They are thinking about reaching out to you, whether it's a phone call or um, a text message. They are definitely considering reaching out to you and letting you know about how they're feeling at the moment. On your end, I do see that there's a lot of uncertainty. You don't know whether or not to trust this person, to believe this person again. It seems like you were, what's the word? It's like you trusted them and then they managed to almost lie to you in a way. So you're definitely guarded. You feel very defensive towards the person at the moment. You don't know whether or not you should continue to even trust this person in the future. This would play out well if the guy we're talking about, this is a guy, he's the King of Wands. I feel like you just pretty much got tired of this person always saying how they're always right, how everything that they do cannot be wrong, how their opinion always matters the most to everybody else, and nobody should consider even arguing with him because they're acting pretty much like an emperor. It feels like this person was literally sucking the energy out of everybody around them, and you got tired of it, and you decided to walk away from it, to kind of gather your own strength, concentrate on your own well-being, walk away from the negativity. This person was very overpowering. He was extremely manipulative and very, very dominant. And it's just, for anybody to be around this person involves a lot of psychological pressure. So now you're taking your time away. It's almost like you're enjoying your solitude. You are being offered all kinds of recreational activities right now, I guess, by your friends or family. They're trying to kind of shake you out of this almost depression. Well, depression is a really strong word, but melancholy, I guess that's the right word. Instead, you are kind of happier being on your own right now. You don't want to socialize. You don't want to go out. You really don't want to hang out with anybody. I see that you're afraid to almost kind of bump into this particular individual again, whether you have common friends or common places of interest. You feel more secure and safer at home by yourself, almost. I would say it in that way. So let's see. But they definitely, from what I'm seeing here, is they're definitely interested in reaching out to you pretty soon. Let's see how it's going to end up. Move these over. From what I'm seeing in this particular spread, this is in regards to whether or not the reconciliation is possible. Absolutely yes. It's going to take some time. It's not going to happen right away. But I do believe that you will let this person back into your life. And the cards are basically showing that it's going to be for the best. It's going to take some time for you guys to, I guess, start trusting each other again. But this is definitely the person who, if has not changed already, will change in the future for the best. I do see that you are going to have a mutual venture together. It could be anything from business to family to even marriage. Three of Pentacles a lot of times signifies marriage, especially next to Hierophant. So that's all great, but it's not going to happen from the beginning. It seems like you guys are going to take some time to learn how to trust each other again, to learn how to appreciate each other again. From what I'm seeing, this person is definitely reconsidering their moves, their previous moves from before. And they definitely want to change a few things in their life. They want to start fresh. They want to start new. And they definitely want to do it with you. So I guess it's just a matter of time for you guys to come back to each other and be together again. I really hope it works out for you. All right. This is it for reading number 4. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.